Hey there, Pokemon fans, Readers here with the continuation of the Furious Feast set review. This is part 2. In this video I'm going to tell you my opinion about the electric, psychic and fighting type Pokemon. I will have to let you know that I will not include the Pokemon EXs for this video. I will make a separate video for all the Pokemon EXs and the ultra rares in general. So, let's start off. We have Pikachu. This guy is very cute. That's all. With 20 damage and flip a coin. If your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. I don't like it, okay? I don't like it. Raichu, cute as well. Has a little bit bigger feet, and that's funny, and that's cool. And this attack is not so good for a first stage evolution Pokemon with 90 HP. So I cannot see why anybody would like to play, to use Pikachu and Raichu, this specific Pikachu and Raichu in a deck. But anyways, next we have Electabuzz, which is a very cool looking artwork and a cool looking Pokemon with 1 damage, with 1 energy, 10 damage. Whatever, and with 20 damage plus, flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 20 more damage. No way. I don't like it. But the evolution, Electivire, I do like this guy. 1 energy, 20 damage plus. This attack does 20 more damage for each energy attached to your Magmortar. What? Do you see this guy right here? There is the Magmortar. So Magmortar is boosting Electivire, and I'm so tempted to make, and I probably will sometime, to make a Magmortar Electivire deck. So pump your Magmortar in the bench, and you can deal huge damage with Electivire. And Gigavolt, 60 damage plus, flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 more damage. If tails, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Well, yes, that's a wow. That's an awesome flip a coin ability. If you know me even a little bit, you know that I don't like flip a coin abilities just because of this reason. Because if you flip heads, you do something good. If you flip tails, you do nothing or something bad for you. This guy, if you flip heads, you deal more damage. If you deal tails, you paralyze him. So it's a win-win situation for you. Awesome. Awesome. Nothing else. Let's move on. Plasl. Cute Pokemon. Discard a basic energy card from your hand. If you do, draw 2 cards. I don't like this. I don't like... Okay, maybe sometimes you have a lot of energy and you can afford discarding few of them, but no, I don't really like it. Electric Tail. Oh, cool name. 30 damage, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Pretty normal, okay. Minion. Put 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. Wow! That's a combo. Plasl tosses the energy into the discard pile and Minion gets them back. Okay, I cannot see any way that this combo can be good enough to just use Plasl and Minion into a deck, but whatever, and with 1 energy, just 20 damage. Okay, nothing impressive. Thundurus, 100 HP for an electric type Pokemon, that's cool. Raging Thunder Punch, awesome name, 30 damage plus. If your opponent's active Pokemon has a Pokemon tool card attached to it, this attack does 30 more damage. Wow, I can see that. That's quite good. That's quite good. And Lightning Slam, 100 damage. This Pokemon can't use Lightning Slam during your next turn. Okay, it's something like Yveltal's attack, but Yveltal has a coin flip, so it gives you the chance to use your attack next turn. Thundurus doesn't, so that's not so good. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure, but I don't think that I like Thundurus so much. Tell me your opinion, guys. Didin, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, it's a funny Pokemon. I like the ears very much, and those are like aerials. Okay, that's fine. And entertainment. I don't know what that means, really. First time ever seeing that word. Entertainment. I will search that in the vocabulary. So, search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon and put them into your bench. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Wow, isn't that a Pokemon Fan Club ability? If I remember correctly, that's a Pokemon Fan Club ability, but I'm not 100% sure. And Energy Sword 20 times. This attack does 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Really? That's half the ability of Mewtwo EX. Wow, that Didin is awesome for being a basic Pokemon and requiring just 1 colorless energy. Wow, that's good. That's good, but it's extremely easy to get killed. But hey, seriously, I like this Pokemon. I don't know why, but I like it. Next, we go to our Psychic type Pokemon. We start off with Drowsy, and I like this Pokemon because it's a first generation Pokemon, and it has Sinister Suggestion. Whenever your opponent flips a coin during his or her next turn, treat this at 3. Wow, wow, that's awesome. I mean, it's not the best, but it's quite unique. You can stall the game with this Drowsy. And Psychic Shot, Psy Shot, 20 damage with 2 Psychic Energy. I don't like that at all. Hypno. I like this guy very much. Very much. Look at his nose. Wow, that's awesome. And Hand Control. Your opponent reveals his or her hand. You may choose a supporter card from you find there. If you do, your opponent plays that supporter card. However, you make all decisions for that card. The supporter card is discarded. Let's see. Okay, so let's say that you play this. You see the hand. You see a very, very good hand, and you see Professor Juniper, and you Professor Juniper the good hand of your opponent. If you do, you may choose a supporter card you find there. Okay. That's quite good. Sometimes it may be bad for you. Actually, if I understood that correctly, you are not forced to play the supporter. So you may as well just see the hand of your opponent and just... that's quite fine. That's quite fine. Yeah. Maybe you can see an N there and N for your advantage. That's cool. That's a cool guy, but it's a first stage evolution with 90 HP and he's Hypnoblast. It has his name on it. Wow, awesome. 60 damage, your opponent active Pokemon is now asleep. I don't like this for 3 Psychic Energy. It's very hard to reach that point. But he's an awesome guy. I like him very much. Next we have Jinx. I like this Pokemon as well because it's a first generation Pokemon and I like all first generation Pokemon. Victory Kiss. Oh, that's an ability. Once during your turn before you attack, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may heal 10 damage from your active Pokemon. Not so bad. Not so bad for just a bench Pokemon. It's a basic Pokemon. Wow. I'm not disappointed. And Hag. 30 damage for 3 energy. The defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. So and so. I don't like it so much. I don't like this so much, but whatever. I like the ability. The Victory Kiss is good. Moving on. Skorupi. Poison Sting. 1 energy. Flip a coin. If hits, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. And 3 energy, 30 damage. Wow. Not impressive at all. Gothita. 1 slap. 10 damage. Psybolt, 10 damage. Flip a coin. If hits, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. No. Gothorita, the evolution of Gothita. Fortunate Eye. Cool name. And look at the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck and put them back on top of his or her deck in any order. That's annoying. Not so good. I don't think that it is so good, but it is annoying, seriously. You can just put basic evolutions or basic Pokemon if you see that your opponent is short on energies. And just move the energy in the bottom all the time. Not the bottom, you know, the bottom 5. And just use it again and move the energy in the bottom. Awesome. Funny, but not so good, I think. Teleport Room at Gothitail, maybe. Gothitail, yes. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may discard the stadium card in play. Wow! If you do, put a stadium card with a different name from your discard pile into play. Wow! Wow! Awesome way to discard your opponent's Virbank and awesome, I don't know, awesome way to ruin your opponent's stadium card and bring back your stadium card. Wow, that's good. That's a good ability, but it is situational. I'm not sure. It's sometimes it's not relevant. And Psy report 60 damage. Your opponent reveals his or her hand. I don't like that so much. Really, I can see Gothy Tail being on your bench, but would you spend room in your deck playing a 2-stage evolution Pokemon with the other stages as well, just to get rid of your opponent's stadium? I'm not sure if anybody would do that, but that's a funny and a unique ability, I should say. I haven't seen that before. Next we have Golett, just a basic Pokemon, Pound with 2 energy to 20 damage, not so good. Rock Smash, 30 damage, flip a coin. If he hits, this attack does 30 more damage. Okay, for a basic Pokemon, that's not so bad. And I like the resistance. That's an awesome resistance. Especially in this set, it's an awesome resistance, trust me. Golurk is the evolution of Golett, and I don't have this card at all. That's strange. And with 3 energy, Wreck, 60 plus. If there is any stadium card in play, this attack does 60 more damage. Discard that stadium card. Wow! Oh, no, not so wow. You know, that's a nice way to punish your opponent for having a stadium card, especially if your opponent is playing fighting type stadium cards, which you have a resistance to it as well. But it's a one-use card only, one-use ability. I mean, you're going to deal 120 damage once, and that's all. And it doesn't worth playing your own stadium cards in this deck. So yeah, and with a lot of a lot of energy, 4 energy, 100 damage. That's not so good. Machop, oh, the fighting type. Okay, I have to hurry. Machop, basic Pokemon, evolves to Machop. Okay, which is an okay Pokemon. You have to commit to fighting type energy in this line, okay? And Machamp, as you can see, triple fighting type energy, but this guy is good. I like him very, very much. Fighting Fury. Each of your fighting type Pokemon attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon before applying weakness and resistances. That means that every fighting type Pokemon has a muscle band. Wow! Including Machamp. So that's awesome. Machamp Crash. The name of Machamp in the ability. I like this very much. 80 damage. During your opponent's next attack, any damage done by attacks from the defending Pokemon is reduced by 40. Okay, so he deals 100 damage. This is a 100 damage attack because of this ability here. Okay? Plus, if you have some strong energies, that's gonna be huge. If you have the stadium, which increases the fighting type attack, that's huge. And if you have muscle band, that's even huger. Okay, that's enormous. And that's awesome. And it's not only that it hits extremely hard, it's that he prevents 40 damage from the next attack that he's going to dealt, maybe. So he's the perfect fighter. That's exactly what a fighter is. Strong punches and huge vitality. Okay, that's awesome. Weakness is okay. It has to have weakness, okay? It cannot be so strong. And the retreat cost is very, very low for such a Pokemon. It's a second stage Pokemon. Okay, awesome. Hitmonlee, Stretch Kick, 30 damage to one your opponent's bench Pokemon for 1 energy. That's awesome. I think that this is awesome. And if you want to just not hit your opponent's bench, just place 1 more energy and you're going to deal 30 damage to the active Pokemon. Now, I'm not sure if you put a strong energy, if it is going to deal 50 damage to the bench. I'm not sure. If you know, Tell me in the comments below. I would like to know about that. Hitmonchan. Bullet Punch. 20 plus. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 20 more damage for each head. I don't like it. And 60 damage for 3 energy. I don't like this either. So I don't like Hitmonchan. I like the artwork very much. But that's all. Hitmontop. Quick draw. I like such abilities. Draw a card. Period. That's all. With 1 energy. I do like that. I would play this card as a starter. To start the game with this card. That's my first active Pokemon. Helicoptero. That's a Greek word. Trust me, guys. Awesome. 40 damage for 3 energy. Not good. Switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. I don't like that. No. It can just hit and retreat, hit and retreat. It's something like a Volt Switch. Funny. Breloom. Evolution of Shroomish. Oh, give me a sec. Shroomish is a... Wow, that's why Shroomish is in the set. It's a Grass-type Pokemon, and I thought that it was there just for the laughs. But it looks like it evolves to Breloom, so a Grass-type Pokemon evolving into a Fighting-type Pokemon. That's funny, that's awesome. And it has Giga Drain, which is a Grass-type ability. Wow. Heal 20 damage and heal from this Pokemon the same amount of damage you did to your opponent's active Pokemon. Wow, very nice. So if you have a Muscle Band or a Strong Energy or the Stadium that increases the Fighting-type attacks, or if you have Machamp, which can increase this Breloom's attack, you heal more. Awesome! And with 3 energy, 70 damage, not acceptable. This attack's damage isn't affected by resistance. That's acceptable. I don't really like this Breloom, but hey, it is an interesting Pokemon with interesting abilities which you can do things with. Makuhira is our next Pokemon. I don't like it. Punch, 10 damage. 3 energy, 40 damage. Not acceptable. But it's a basic Pokemon evolving to Hariyama. Let's see this guy. Thick Fat. Really? Thick Fat? Wow. Any damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's fire or water type Pokemon is reduced by 30. So it has resistance. A better resistance to fire and water, which is okay, nice, why not? And 80 damage for 30 for 3 energy. Okay-ish, not so good. Trapinch. Discard the top card of your opponent's deck. Funny. And he's a digger, so it's like digging your opponent's deck. Not so bad. And with 2 Mud Slam, 10 damage, that's not acceptable. Mienfoo. 1 energy, 10 damage, 2 energy, 30 damage, flip a coin if tails, this attack does nothing, I don't like this, but evolves to Mienshao, and I do like this guy. So, this is a combo. If you have 1 Mienfoo in your bench and 1 Mienshao in your active spot, you just use the Aero turn, return him to your hand, next turn you just replace the... the Mienfoo from your bench with the... You evolve him and you play him in the active spot, and you can just... Oh, I messed up with that. Okay, but if you understood what I messed up with, you can cycle this and just hit with a fresh Mienshao each turn for 40 damage. But sometime one Mienshao or Mienfoo will die and you will lose the combo, so it's not a viable combo. And I don't... high jump kick, 40 damage, you don't retreat, you don't just return into your hand. That's fine, okay. Landorus, that's a good card. That's really a good card. Suit of Power, 20 damage, attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. That guy pumps Lucarios and Mega Lucarios, and it is awesome. You will and seriously, you play this Landorus into a deck with the Fighting Stadium, and with Strong Energies, and with Muscle Bands, and with Machamps, so this is not a 20 damage attack, it's more than 20 damage, really. So you don't really need to go to the Sky Lariat, 90 damage with that energy, and the retreat cost is very, very low. Pancham, funny guy, Bad Influence Evolution, this basically evolves to a Pangoro. You just use this ability to evolve into a Pangoro, and comfort is not a good ability, but you know, you can start putting energy here to prepare for the Pangoro evolution. I don't really like this guy. Pancham, another Pancham, which is worse than the previous one, with 2 energy, 10 damage times the coins. You flip 4 coins, that maximum 40 damage, which is never gonna happen. Tyrant is quite hard to play him because you need the Joe fossil to get him on your bench, but when he evolves into a Tyrantrum, that guy is awesome. You know, 150 HP is good, 3 energy, 2 up, 60 damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon has any special energy attached to it, this attack does 90 more damage. Wow, 140 damage. It really punishes your opponent's special energy, which is a very usual thing if you play against a mirror match with Landorus and Lucarios and Mega Lucarios. So, Giga Impact, 150 damage, this Pokemon can attack during your next turn for 4 energy. That's a huge finisher, and I can see that ability as a finisher, to use it to finish your opponent Pokemon. And Halucha, one of my favorite Pokemon and the last Pokemon in this review. Seriously, I like this guy very much. Shining Spirit, damage from your opponent's active attacks isn't effective by weakness. Okay, let me just read that again. Damage from your opponent's attacks isn't affected by weakness or resistance. Damage from your opponent's attacks isn't affected by weakness or resistance. I cannot really understand that. Damage from your opponent's attacks isn't affected by weakness or resistance. So if your opponent... I cannot really understand. Okay, but never mind. I will read it 100 times again after this video and I will really understand it. So Flying Press deals with 1 energy, 60 damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon isn't the Pokemon EX, this attack does nothing. So this guy is a Pokemon EX killer, and that's all. That's all that it does, plus giving the Shiny Spirit ability. So I like this card. Damage from your opponent's attacks isn't affected by weakness or resistance. So that means that the damage that your opponent... Oh, damage from these Pokemon's attacks. From the... Oh shit! Damage... that explains a lot. Damage from these Pokemon's attacks isn't affected by weakness or resistances. Okay, so that means that this guy is going to deal 60 damage no matter what. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Sorry for these guys. Wow, what a noob. Okay. Okay. Anyways, that's it. That's the electric, psychic, and fighting type Pokemon Furious Fist set review. Tell me your opinion in the comments below. Sorry for messing up with few cards. I really hope that you are not mad with me. And I really hope that I will see you in the next video, in which I will pick 3 more Pokemon types and just tell you my opinion about those cards. Until next time, take care of yourself, be safe, and I will see you, my friends. Bye. See ya. Hey, thank you so very much for watching this video until the end. If you liked it, you probably like more of my videos, so make sure to subscribe if you are new. If you want more, check your screen. Click those annotations and they will lead you to the videos that you can see on your screen. Come on. Now, if you want to share this channel with your friends, that would be awesome. But even if you don't, take care of yourself and I will see you in another video. Bye my friend, see ya.